I have 7 paw print mugs going in for a bisque fire today. So tell me in the comments, what colours would you like me to glaze them? What colour do you want to buy? The ones that I've currently listed, the different colours, the pink, the blue, the purple and the Northern Lights. But I've got loads of different colour options, so if there's a particular colour that I haven't done yet that you would like to be able to buy, let me know. Oh, hello, very zoomed in. Even though it says the program number, I always cycle through just to check that it's firing to the correct top temperature and not going above it. Those mugs will be done in a couple days. Out, get out, get out. No, get out. Bee, out. Oh, the spider is coming for the bee. Stop it, you stupid bee. No, no, don't. The spider will eat you. This way. Get out. Get it out. Usually, if I'm sat here and I say get out, the bee will literally do a U-turn and fly back out the door. I saw it. It was thinking about coming back in. But didn't want to do it on camera and I wasn't in that corner, I guess. But that spider comes out so fast. I wish I just had my vacuum plugged in that I could just go get him sucked out of here. They're not very nice. Poor bees. Yeah, I know spiders need to eat, but the bees are more important than spiders. A little story time about a recent bee encounter. I had come out here to measure some pots for some shelving, which I can show you. And just as I was leaving, it was in the evening, I was just about to close the door, a bee flew in, straight into the window, into a spider web. Spider was there in a second to eat this bee. So I scooped it out with a piece of paper like I do. But it was covered in cobweb, like its wings were super glued to its back. So I took it out, put it on the bench, and I was, with a piece of paper in my fingers, I was trying to pull this cobweb off, and it was with its little back legs, it was doing this, rubbing down its wings, trying to get its cobweb off. And the wings were literally just stuck to its back completely. I didn't get my camera out because I honestly didn't know if I was going to be able to save this one. I was there for like 8 minutes, just trying to get this cobweb off of its back, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this off. So I came in and I grabbed these. So if you ever have a bee that has its wings super glued down with webbing, get your finest tipped tweezers ever. These are my jewelry ones. They are very pointy and very fine. I waited until it was standing still because it was constantly moving all over the place and then trying to wipe down its wings. But with both of them, I managed to put, I think I put one of the back of the tweezers underneath its wing and I stroked the other one underneath to lift it off of its body. And it worked. It was just flapping around in a circle with one wing because the other one was still stuck. And then it was using its other leg to try and wipe that wing clean, but it wasn't successful at all at getting this cobweb off the wings. It's usually quite good at getting it off of its own legs because it can kind of step on it and walk away, but the wings, it was just pasting it down even worse. But then I got the tweezers onto the other wing, very gentle because I was so scared I was going to damage this tiny delicate wing. But I managed to separate the other wing from its body and it flew off. And I was amazed that I was actually able to unstick this bee's wings. I think it was a bumblebee. And yeah, it flew off. And bees are they're very hive oriented, you probably know. They will look after each other and they will clean off cobweb from another bee. So hopefully when it got back to its hive, if it had one, the other bees would come in and clean off what remained of the webbing. But the fact that it could actually fly back was a miracle. And make sure you've got some fine tipped tweezers handy if you want to rescue a bee that's got webs coating its wings to its body. But yeah, it worked and I'm so happy I managed to save it. I got some little storage solutions for my racking. We've got these plastic drawers here. And some of them have dividers in. I've got the witness cones in there, my cookies, the kiln wire, nichrome, and I think these are ceramic rods that I use for suspending things in the kiln. We have a second one of those up there with tops for like soap dispensers and oil pourers, and then underneath there are mould things, things for making moulds, things for casting things. And then for my little underglaze pots and my powdered stains, I have some spice racks. And you can barely see them, but they are down here. So there are 4 tiers and they fit them on perfectly. Stain pots perfectly as well. And those are also 4 tier. I don't know if I actually showed all of this arranged, but or even if I showed the second racking. I can't remember I got to in the last video about the workshop. So I got this one and I put that together in the video, and then I wanted a second one that's half the size. So I got the same thing again, but I just didn't go all the way up, and I stopped the shelves at the same height as the other one so that it sort of flows nicely. And then I've got my tools for throwing there. Brush and Dole bat system, bats are there, and then my big bats. So then the underglazes are all there, and then I've got slips here, and then the stains and miscellaneous things like wax and things. Underneath there are coloured slips and more miscellaneous things like my extruder and my spray bottle, which I've never actually used. And over here I have all my moulds in the bottom now and my slip buckets. So those are for casting slips and plaster moulds. So then I've got 1, 2, 3.5 shelves for actual wares. So these are bisqued things that have just been sitting there for a while that I haven't got around to doing anything with. And then these are the things that I'm actually working on at the moment. This was where the mugs were, but they're now in the kiln. And then I'm still in the process of clearing this one off. Those are empty glaze pots that have got chips in, so like the crusty bits on the inside. You keep it and you create chips, and then you can make like confetti glazes, which look quite cool. I got myself a new jewellery apron, because I don't like the things that go over my neck, so this one actually goes over my shoulders so it doesn't pull my neck down. So yeah, that's what that's looking like at the moment. It looks a lot more usable, looks a lot more professional, and I like it. And I quite like my little plant there. It adds a touch of colour, green. And over here I attached a piece of cloth there to try and catch my filings, because I've been doing a lot of sawing work and I need to collect the silver dust so I can reuse it. But I don't have a proper jewellery bench which would have a cutout. It would like be a circular cutout with the bench peg in the middle, which is one of these. But I also use this one, which is removable. So that's the bench peg that I use all the time. So my little silver filings will drop into here. But if I had a proper bench, it would be circular and the bench peg in the middle, and then you can literally drape your cloth underneath. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of jewellery work at the moment. Lots of sawing, which I never used to like because it used to hurt my elbow holding the pieces down. But I don't know if my technique has changed or what, but I'm not getting that elbow pain anymore and I'm enjoying the sawing. I still haven't done anything down here. I haven't done anything with my clamps. Still need to make a clamp rack, which I haven't done, but it's looking a bit better. Just ignore the things that aren't. And I'm glazing up some worry stones for the stock requests. We've got the iced honey, gunmetal, lilac, and then I'm doing some honeycomb for some different ones, and then that's all of them done. And when the mugs come out of the kiln, I can glaze them up and it can all go in together. How's about a little update from my new little snuggy chair? I went to the orthodontist yesterday and we are so close to finishing now that I'm starting to get excited, because it's been a long 2 years. It was meant to be 1.5 years, but it has become 2 years. As braces usually do, they usually end up taking longer than you expect. But she said everything's moving along nicely. My centre line has improved. What she did at the last appointment was to move one of my brackets over, because my bottom teeth weren't quite completely even, so like one was a little bit lower down. So she's moved the bracket so that it can then pull that tooth up to meet the other ones. She's put a thinner wire on because of the adjustment. So no elastics at the moment, which is nice. It's weird though. She said that she might do a different arrangement of elastics in a future appointment. And my appointments are much closer together now, or at least the next one will be. Instead of being 8 weeks or 8 to 9 weeks apart, it's only going to be 4.5 weeks till my next appointment. So I've got one next month rather than in 2 months' time, which is what it's normally like. At that appointment, hopefully, I've got 2 little gaps at the moment. One slightly bigger where I can actually stick my tongue through, and one that's a little bit smaller that I can feel but can't put my tongue through. And that little gap is going to get closed up in this next 4 weeks, and as she's moving that particular tooth. So I've got a power chain that basically pulls the teeth together or pulls them around, and she's been slowly putting a longer and longer power chain on, so it's including a different bracket each time. So at the moment it's getting this one that's next to a little gap, and then there's another one that will need to move, and then the power chain will then reach the other side of the big gap, in which case she'll be able to just pull them all in to where they're supposed to be. And that should hopefully not take too much longer. She does think that not the beginning of November. I originally had the braces put on November 1st, 2023. So if it was exactly 2 years, it would be November 1st, but she thinks the end of November. So it's going to be an extra few weeks, but should hopefully be then. Hang on, I have a post. I have a dress arriving. Yay. Hello,
yeah,
thank you.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Yay, I've got my dress. I can show you my new dress. So, what was I saying? Well, where did I get to? I have no idea. Oh, it was like 2 seconds ago. Anyway, they are close to coming off. End of November. Is that what I was saying? And I want to have them whitened. I've never had my teeth whitened, and they're not yellow or anything, but they're not as white as I would like them to be. So it'd be nice to finally have them whitened for the first time after I have the braces off. If you wanted to have a little look at my teeth, this is what they're looking like now. So the gap is here. I have some wax on there at the moment because of the big expanse of wire, it's pressing on my lip occasionally. So when I eat it hurts, so I put a bit of wax over it, and that is actually helping, but it's not healing. It's not healing. So if it just hurry up and heal, I wouldn't need to keep putting wax on. But also once the gap closes up, it won't be quite so much just straight wire, which is like cheese wiring through my lip, cutting into it. I don't think I said at the start, it is Tuesday the 15th, so my appointment was the 14th of July. So the next appointment is, the 15th of August. So we literally have 4.5 weeks until my next appointment. 3 more months until they come off. I am so excited. I cannot wait to get them off. I am nervous about remembering to wear the retainers, and I know that it's probably going to be a bit scary trying to get them in and out the first few times, and they're going to be uncomfortable. And I'll have fixed wires on the backs of my teeth to help stop them from moving. At least I'll be able to feel my teeth, and I won't get food stuck in my braces all the time. The worst is wraps. When I bite into a wrap, I get literally a piece of wrap in every single gap between the brackets on the top and the bottom. Just things like biting into certain foods hurts. Well, not hurts, it's just uncomfortable, and I don't feel like I can get a proper bite. It would be nice to just eat and not have braces in the way, to be able to talk and not lisp sometimes or get weird whistly sounds when I speak. And it'll be nice to see what my teeth will look like, fully aligned and just different. So yeah, it's been a long journey and I cannot wait for it to be over. Although it's never fully over with braces, because if you do forget to wear your retainer, they can move back to where they were. Basically the teeth are attached to a bungee, and you're basically stretching that bungee and pulling it into a different position, but if you let go for too long, it will go back to where it was. So you do have to wear your retainers, and the fixed wires are there to help stop them from moving, but that's only like the incisors that get that wire. So yeah, I definitely need it on the bottom. Concerned though, because if you bite into like something hard, you can dislodge the wire. It's a lot of work to get nice teeth, but when you talk to people, you tend to look at their teeth, eyes or mouth that you look at, and I would like to have a nicer smile if I can. So yeah, anyway, that's my update. I will show you my dress. It's the same brand as the fancy dress I got when I was at Jamie's. 3 people. It's a mini dress. I need to try it on. Oh, it feels really nice. 100% cotton. How do we look? I haven't looked in the mirror yet, so you get to see first. How's it look? Is it good? Can you see my sweatpants shorts? Let me have a look. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love the handkerchief hem. Can you see me? I don't know. It's so floaty and it's not too booby, sticking out. A little bit more modest than the other dress. Ah, so nice. And it's not too like cold. I wanted to wear it tomorrow and I was worried it's going to be too cold, but the layers, because there's several layers. That's good. So it's a little bit more warmth to it. I love the shearing and yeah. Ah, love it. This is what I was on about, the handkerchief hem where it comes down in triangles. I really like that. And I love the colour of it. And I can wear my shorts underneath to give me pockets. I don't think you can tell, it kind of gives it a bit more volume. Like I've got an underskirt on, but I've just got shorts with pockets. Very handy. Oh, yes, I am so happy. I'm getting into wearing dresses. I know a lot of you said in the last video the last video for me anyway, I don't know when this video is going on, but the video when I was clearing my wardrobe out, a lot of you were telling me that I should wear dresses more often. And I will, I have been. I've just always felt like a dress isn't a special occasion when it doesn't need to be. I watch a lot of YouTubers who wear pretty dresses on a daily basis, not just for a video or for going out somewhere. And I should do that too. So I will. I just have to find some warmer ones for the winter. Love it. Just makes you want to do this. Spin. Lots of things happening in this video. I'm now moving on from trying on my dress to opening up some gifts. There's a couple cards and there's a parcel. These are actually very recent. So there's this card. This is from Cindy, Scott and family. Love watching your videos. Found you and Jamie by accident and fell in love with Keen Sherpa. Thank you, that's so sweet. You have a photo? Aww. That's very cute. Slade 13. Wow. And this is from Michelle. You ordered and received the Snow Dog selfie pillow. I love it and I am super excited. Thanks also for sharing Key with us all. He was so beautiful and such a blessing. I just want to share a pic of my boy Slade at the park. He found that ball. Key used to find balls all the time. The found balls were the best balls. Thank you Cindy and Michelle for your cards. That's very kind. And I have a parcel here, but there's no note. I don't know if you put a note in and Amazon forgot to include it or not, but thank you so much, whoever has sent me this Canon photo printer. I've seen a street photographer use one where he would take photographs of strangers on the street and then go into a cafe and print out on the go into a shop, buy a frame and then hand the picture to the stranger. And I thought that's just so amazing to have a portable photo printer like that. Is very cool. And also maybe this is why somebody bought it, was from the video when I was trying to print out photos 4x6, and my printer, brand new printer, just would not like the photo paper I put in. I think maybe the HP paper was out of date because it wouldn't print it very nicely. So I'll be able to print photos. Who prints photos these days? Not very many. I remember the days when we printed photos all the time. So it'll be nice to do that again. Thank you so much, whoever sent this off of my Amazon wish list. Is amazingly kind of you. Thank you. I'm just kind of giving up now because it's so small.
Not even worth that time.
Mm.
Wow, she's ignoring you. You're getting the cold shoulder.
Turned her back on you in disgust.
Mm.
Because you're not sharing. She's not sharing, Mouse. What a mean person. She's eating all the food and not giving you a share. Oops, fell off of there.
Try and get a bit that's not got sauce on it.
After all of that, she probably won't want it either.
Tuna. I don't.
Oh, yes. Shares these at last.
Look at this fingernail. That's higher up the finger. How can you get the angle right? There you go. Do you want the sauce and not the tuna? That it's on my finger. There, it's still there. There you go. Oh, I felt teeth. Trying to take my finger with it. Did you eat it?
She wants
Yeah.
a decent bite.
Can't get the. There's a big lump of tuna. Look at that. Get the sauce off. Get the bread off. There we go. Ginormous. You'll have to chew that one. Sorry. It's right there. Oh. Got it?
That's very nice.
Satisfied. You'll probably fill up your tiny belly.
She will be satisfied with the rest of the sandwich.